I bet you didn't know how Tesla's dominance is being challenged. Remember when Elon Musk could launch a car into space and everyone cheered? Those days seem long gone. Tesla, the California darling of the electric vehicle world, is facing a threat unlike any it's seen before. Forget killer robots or Martian uprisings, this threat is far more real, far more immediate, and it comes from China. It wasn't always this way. Tesla enjoyed a period of almost mythical dominance in China, the world's largest car market. Chinese consumers, hungry for luxury and innovation, embraced Tesla with open arms and wallets. Showrooms were packed, waiting lists stretched for months. Tesla was the future, and the future was electric, Chinese, and very, very profitable. Then, the dragon stirred. Chinese companies, once content to watch from the sidelines, started churning out their own EVs. These weren't cheap knockoffs either. These were sleek, sophisticated machines boasting cutting-edge technology and price tags that made Tesla look like a luxury only billionaires could afford. The game, as they say, had changed. And leading this charge, a company you might not have even heard of, BYD, remember that name, it's about to become very important. BYD. It stands for Build Your Dreams, which is ironic, because they're quickly becoming Tesla's worst nightmare. This Shenzhen-based behemoth has, in the blink of an eye, become the world's largest EV manufacturer. Yes, you heard that right, the world's largest. Bigger than Tesla, bigger than Volkswagen, bigger than everyone. How did this happen? Simple. BYD understood the Chinese market better than Tesla ever could. They offered a wider range of vehicles, from tiny city cars to luxurious SUVs. They built a vast network of dealerships and charging stations, and most importantly, they offered all of this at a price point that made Tesla look like an overpriced status symbol. The numbers don't lie. Tesla's market share in China is shrinking, while BYD's is exploding. In 2023, BYD sold almost 2 million EVs, leaving Tesla in the dust. And it's not just BYD. Other Chinese companies like NIO, Xpeng, and Li Auto are also gaining ground, chipping away at Tesla's dominance with each passing quarter. The dragon, once asleep, is now wide awake and breathing fire. And Tesla? Well, let's just say they're feeling the heat. Now you might be thinking, sure, Chinese cars are cheaper, but are they actually any good? And the answer is a resounding yes. Chinese EVs are no longer the clunky, unreliable vehicles of the past. They're packed with features, boast impressive range, and are, dare we say it, actually quite stylish. But the real secret to China's success? It's not just about building great cars, it's about building them affordably. And that's where the Chinese government comes in. China has invested billions, if not trillions of yuan into its domestic EV industry. They've offered generous subsidies to both manufacturers and consumers. They've streamlined regulations and provided tax breaks. They've essentially rolled out the red carpet for their EV industry. The result? Chinese consumers can buy an EV for a fraction of the cost of a comparable Tesla. And when it comes to making purchasing decisions, most people, regardless of their nationality, tend to follow the same logic. Cheaper is better. This aggressive pricing strategy has put immense pressure on Tesla. To stay competitive, they've been forced to slash prices on their Chinese-made vehicles, cutting into their already thin margins. It's a delicate balancing act, and one that Tesla is struggling to maintain. But this isn't just a battle of brands or even of market share. This is about something much bigger. This is about the future of mobility, the future of technology, and ultimately, the future of global power. The EV war is inextricably linked to the broader geopolitical tensions between the United States and China. The US, once the undisputed leader in all things automotive, now finds itself playing catch-up. China, with its vast manufacturing might and unwavering government support, is rapidly becoming the global center of the EV revolution. This shift in power has not gone unnoticed in Washington. The Trump administration slapped tariffs on Chinese-made EVs, hoping to protect American jobs and give domestic manufacturers a fighting chance. The Biden administration, while taking a more diplomatic approach, has also made it clear that they see China's dominance in the EV sector as a strategic threat. This geopolitical chess match is playing out on multiple fronts. There are battles over rare earth minerals, essential components in EV batteries, most of which are controlled by China. There are concerns about intellectual property theft, with accusations that Chinese companies are copying American technology. And then there's the issue of national security, with some arguing that relying on China for such a critical technology could leave the US vulnerable in the future. The EV war is in many ways a microcosm of the larger US-China rivalry. It's a high-stakes competition with no clear winner in sight, and the stakes are only getting higher. Autopilot to the rescue? So what can Tesla do? How can they possibly compete with China's relentless march towards EV dominance? Well, they can't win on price alone. That much is clear. They need to offer something different, something more, something that Chinese companies can't easily replicate. They need to double down on what they've always done best: innovation. Tesla's secret weapon, the one thing they have that no one else does, is their technology. Specifically, their autopilot and full self-driving software. While other companies are still struggling to perfect basic driver assistance features, Tesla is already miles ahead, offering a level of autonomy that borders on the science-fictional. If Tesla can convince the world that their cars aren't just electric but actually self-driving, they might just be able to justify their premium price tag. But even that might not be enough. China is pouring billions into developing its own autonomous driving technology. Companies like BYD and Huawei are making significant strides in AI and machine learning. The race is on, and it's anyone's game. Tesla needs to do more than just innovate. They need to out-innovate. They need to push the boundaries of what's possible, to stay one step ahead of the competition, and to remind the world why they were once considered the undisputed leader of the EV revolution. Going global. Tesla's plan to outmaneuver China. But Tesla's strategy isn't just about outsmarting China on technology, it's also about outmaneuvering them geographically. While China focuses on dominating its massive domestic market, Tesla is setting its sights on the rest of the world. Tesla is rapidly expanding its global manufacturing footprint. They've already got factories up and running in the United States, China, and Germany, and they're building more in places like Mexico and Indonesia. This global network of gigafactories allows Tesla to produce cars closer to their customers, reducing shipping costs and lead times. It also gives them a hedge against any potential disruptions in the global supply chain. But Tesla's global ambitions go beyond just manufacturing. They're also building a global brand, one that's synonymous with luxury, innovation, and sustainability. They're investing heavily in marketing and advertising, sponsoring major sporting events, and partnering with celebrities and influencers. Tesla understands that the EV market is a marathon, not a sprint. They're playing the long game, building a global empire that can withstand the challenges of a rapidly changing industry. The future is electric, but who will rule the road? So, who will win the EV war? Will it be Tesla, the American innovator that started it all? Or will it be China, the manufacturing powerhouse with the full weight of its government behind it? The truth is, it's still too early to say. The EV market is still in its infancy, the technology is evolving rapidly, new players are emerging all the time, and the geopolitical landscape is constantly shifting. One thing is for sure, the future of mobility is electric. The internal combustion engine, that relic of the 20th century, is living on borrowed time. The question is, who will build the cars of the future? Who will control the batteries that power them? And who will reap the economic and geopolitical rewards? The answers to these questions will have profound implications for the entire world. A new world order, the EV revolution and global power. The EV revolution is about more than just cars. It's about a fundamental shift in the global balance of power. For over a century, the world has relied on fossil fuels, a finite resource controlled by a handful of countries. But the rise of EVs has the potential to upend this established order. Electricity, unlike oil, can be generated anywhere. Solar, wind, hydro, nuclear, the possibilities are endless. This means that countries that were once dependent on energy imports could become self-sufficient. It means that new industries and new jobs could be created in regions that were once left behind. The EV revolution has the potential to reshape the global economy, accelerate the transition to clean energy, and create a more sustainable and equitable future. But it also has the potential to exacerbate existing tensions, spark new conflicts, and create new winners and losers. The stakes are incredibly high. The decisions we make today will determine the course of the 21st century. Buckle up! The ride is just getting started. The EV war is just beginning. The next few years will be critical. We'll see new technologies emerge, new alliances formed, and new battle lines drawn. It's going to be a bumpy ride, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be interesting. So buckle up, folks. The future is electric, and it's coming at us fast. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Let us know in the comments what you think about the future of electric vehicles.